Tonight on Connecticut's news station, it's a day for coming together in Bristol. 1 year after 2 police officers were killed in the line of duty, the community is gathering to remember their lives and legacies.
The ballot battle in Bridgeport enters the courtroom. We'll show you what was discussed on day 1 and get you ready for what to expect heading into day 2.
An Uber driver attacked at a gas station and how police are hunting for the men they say are responsible. We'll bring you the latest out of East Haven.
Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And we begin tonight on a tragic anniversary. 1 year later, and the city of Bristol is coming together to honor 2 fallen police officers. Thanks for joining us here at 10. I'm Brent Harden.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Lieutenant Dustin DeMonte and Sergeant Alex Hamzy died in the line of duty. They were ambushed while responding to a 911 call. And a year later, the loss is still having a profound effect on families, the police force, and the entire Bristol community. And
tonight, that community showed up to honor the fallen officers at a candlelight vigil. Fox 61's DeAndrea Turner was there. She joins us live now at Bristol Police Headquarters with more. DeAndrea.
Hi, Brent and Sarah. Well, these community members, they packed North Main Street today to honor these fallen officers. And this memorial, it continues to grow. Just a few minutes ago, a man left these white flowers to show his respect and honor their lives. And one thing that these community members, they wanted to reiterate is that these officers will forever be in their hearts.
I feel like it happened yesterday.
Heartbreak still reverberating.
It shouldn't happen. That's all I can say.
It's been 1 year since Lieutenant Dustin DeMonte and Sergeant Alex Hamzy were killed in the line of duty after being ambushed at a Bristol home while responding to a domestic call. Officer Alec Ayurado also gravely wounded in the attack. A night that changed many lives, but especially those who knew them best, their family.
It's hard, and it's always going to be hard. I don't think that'll ever change.
And 1 year later, community members showed up for these families to pay their respects for the fallen heroes during a candlelight vigil outside the new memorial dedicated to the fallen officers' sacrifice.
In this candlelit moment, we see not only the darkness of loss, but also the love that surrounds us. It can be easy to succumb to grief and anger, but let us instead honor and remember the qualities that defined how my brother and Dustin lived.
Qualities that still make a difference in people's lives.
I had met Lieutenant DeMonte one day when I actually almost overdosed on pills and being blacked out. Well, I'm 3 years sober now, and if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you.
1 year after this tragedy struck this city, one thing remains.
You know, we're here for each other. You know, we stand strong, you know, Bristol strong.
God bless Lieutenant Dustin DeMonte, Sergeant Alex Hamzy, and all the others that have made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. May their souls rest in eternal, everlasting peace.
And Bristol Police Department, they're trying to find another way to continue to honor these fallen officers. Just take a look at this. They are having a future home of the new Bristol Police Memorial to honor the fallen. Now, many people, they could have scanned this QR code to donate or become a sponsor today. And you can do so too if you want to online. You can follow their Facebook page or go to Bristol PD's website to find out more information. In Bristol, DeAndrea Turner, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
DeAndrea, thank you, and we will continue to follow any and all updates out of Bristol as the community continues to grieve 1 year later. Stick with Connecticut's news station on air, online, and on the free Fox 61 News app for the latest. All right, time now for a first check on the forecast, and we are crossing our fingers for continued improvement in the weekend forecast.
With a look at the conditions out there tonight and heading into the weekend, here's Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank. Rachel.
Yeah, every time we check in on the weekend forecast, it looks like that rain is going farther and farther south. So
Yay.
Stand by. It is looking better than it has been. Right now in the Hartford area, 57 degrees, and we're looking at temperatures overnight that will be dropping back into the 40s. It's kind of tough to see, but a cold front actually passed through the area this evening, so it won't be quite as warm tomorrow. Overnight lows will be dipping back into the 40s. We've seen that the last few nights and following mornings. We'll see plenty of sunshine again from start to finish through the day tomorrow. But today we had high temperatures up around 70. Tomorrow we're looking at high temperatures in the low to mid 60s. Again, still nice, just not as warm. Heading into later tomorrow night, we'll see increasing clouds. But let's take a look at rainfall chances heading into the day on Saturday. I think we are dry all morning long, and heading through the afternoon, there will be a rising chance for some showers, first in Fairfield County, and it might take until later in the day and at night to spread across a lot of the rest of southern Connecticut. But it might not even make it to the Hartford area. Little to no rain expected there. A few showers possible, but this will be about where that rain ends up cutting off. So some towns will stay completely dry as the system just ends up grazing us. An improvement for Sunday. Your full forecast. We'll take a look at the future radar, help you make plans this weekend coming up.
Thank you, Rachel. New here at 10 tonight. Traffic is still closed on Berlin Road in Cromwell tonight. Police say a person was killed in a motorcycle crash. Police say it happened just before 5 tonight, right across from the Lowe's home improvement store. The person driving the motorcycle was killed on scene. The person driving a car was injured but is expected to be okay. Police are still working out exactly what happened. They're asking witnesses to give them a call.
A scary moment in New Haven where police say a woman was held at gunpoint and assaulted early this morning. They say she was jogging near the intersection of Yale and Edgewood Avenues when she was approached by a man who held a gun up to her and forced her into a nearby wooded area. She told officers the man hit her across the face before she was eventually able to escape. She says that man then ran into Edgewood Park. New Haven police are still searching for that suspect tonight. Also new tonight, police in East Haven are releasing video showing a woman getting carjacked at a gas station, and they need your help finding the men responsible, I should say. They say it happened early yesterday morning at Forbes Fuel on West Frontage Road. 3 men pulled up in a black Nissan Rogue. They stole the woman's car and her purse after hitting her in the face. Police have found both cars, but the black Nissan was also stolen, so they are still working to identify the suspects. If you recognize anyone in the video, give East Haven police a call.
A man is found dead inside a Middlebury home after an hours-long standoff with police. Police say they responded to a home on Porter Avenue around 5:30 last night. They say a man inside the home shot 2 rounds before barricading himself inside. A family member safely escaped the home and contacted police. Police tried to negotiate with the man for several hours, but they couldn't make contact with him. The suspect was found dead inside the home around 5 this morning. The incident is still under investigation.
An early morning fire in East Windsor left a man badly burned today. It happened at a home on East Road around 2 a.m. Crews say there were 3 people in the home at the time of the collapse. One of those people sustained burns on 60% of their body, but they are still being treated in the hospital tonight. The fire marshal is still unsure what sparked the fire, and they are continuing to investigate.
New at 10 here tonight, a Bloomfield man has been sentenced for the 2021 murder of a man in Windsor Locks. This is video taken from the scene of the shooting. 27-year-old Kwanzi Fluker will spend 35 years in state prison for the murder of Dominique Miller. He and another man plotted to shoot Miller in 2021. Investigators found Fluker set his car on fire to try to hide the evidence. The other man in the case, Emmanuel Floyd, pleaded guilty to murder in Miller's death. Allegations of a stolen Bridgeport mayoral primary are going before a judge this week.
Yeah, mayoral candidate John Gomes is suing to overturn the results of the primary election after videos surfaced raising questions about the integrity of the results.
Fox 61's Jake Garcia was in court today. He has the latest from day 1 and what we can expect heading into day 2 tomorrow.
All right. Judge William Clark began hearing arguments from attorneys for both John Gomes and the city of Bridgeport, and what has been a battle spanning over a month since the Bridgeport mayoral primary. Much of the day included testimony from witnesses. First to take the stand, a Bridgeport police captain who oversees the surveillance of city buildings, followed by Assistant City Clerk Christina Resto regarding her office's role in absentee ballots.
If the voter checked off a reason, you don't do anything to follow to investigate that.
Oh, no, not at all.
And if the voter, if there's a signature on an application, do you do anything to try to confirm if that's the voter's signature?
No, if there's a signature, then process.
Resto also testifying that the city does not verify U.S. citizenship and has no way to determine which absentee ballots were mailed and which were placed in the ballot drop box.
You didn't know that the statute requires a signature on the endorsement on the outer envelope before today, did you?
I knew it had to have, not the signature, I knew it had to be stamped.
The day ended with testimony from Patricia Howard, the Democratic Registrar of Voters, who was questioned on policies surrounding absentee ballots mandated by the Connecticut Secretary of the State's office.
Printed name and title. To have that. It's not a name, is it? Then the ballot cannot be counted. That's what the manual says. All right, nothing further.
Missing from today's hearing, video evidence of what Gomes' attorney suggests is ballot harvesting.
You can suggest a lot of things, but the law is the law. And Bill can't just make open-ended allegations and think those take the place of evidence.
After court adjourned for the day, Gomes told reporters they have the evidence they need.
Based on the difference between ballot box drops and those that come in the mail, will prove suffice evidence to overturn the primary results.
More witnesses are expected to be called Friday, including election moderators and the woman in the video, Wanda Jeter. Attorneys also say never-before-seen video will be made public, and Mayor Joe Ganim is expected to testify, though it's unclear when that could happen. In Bridgeport, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.